Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're gonna learn about how to find volume of solid generated by revolution of a surface around any axis. Okay, so let's start. Volume by revolution. Here we have to rotate a surface. Okay, so what is a surface then? So surface is a closed region. Okay, it is a closed region, and if we see graphically, any closed region of any shape you can take it as a surface, like suppose a square shape or circular shape, okay, or a triangular shape, and not exactly this square rectangle. You can take any curve. Suppose I am taking this curve. Okay, so see this region, and it should be a two-dimensional structure. Okay, because it has both length and breadth. Okay, so let's see the first type of formula. Okay, so volume by generating the curve surface about x-axis. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see. So what is the formula? Now, if the theory says that if we rotate or revolve the region between y equal to f of x and the x-axis. Okay, so while writing x-axis you always write it as capital X. Okay, capital x-axis, and this is the closed region. Okay, y equal to f of x and the y-axis, it is the closed region at the surface. Then we have to rotate it about again x-axis. Okay, then the volume is given by then volume, right. Yes, so what about the structure is, after rotating it will be a solid one, so we can write it as also volume of solid, which is V equal to A to B pi R of x whole square dx. So what is the R of x here? Here the R of x is the radius function. Okay, and to find out this radius function, in this volume section you need to find the graph. If you are unable to do the graph, then I will share the trick in this video, so follow up those things. Okay, so let's see. First, let's take up a question. For example, suppose a question is there, the region between curve y equal to root x, where x is from 0 to 1, sorry, it is 4, and in the x-axis. Okay, so see what is the region given here. First, curve y root x, and this is the limit of x, and x-axis is already given, and this region is revolved about x-axis to generate a solid find its volume. Okay, now see what is given. First, the curve is given. First, see here in these cases, region is important. Okay, surface we don't want, region. Okay, instead of surface, here we are to find the region. So to find the region, we have to draw this graph. Okay, so how to draw this graph then? See, let's. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, so we have to plot points. So how to plot points? So first draw the table and take random values of x. So let's suppose I'm taking x0, then y would be 0. How did I got this thing? Now just apply this here. Okay, so simply it is root 0, that is 0. Similarly, when x value is 1, or else you can write like this also, when x is 0, y value is root x, so that would be root 0 and it is 0. Similarly, when x is 1, it would be y equal to same formula root x and it is root 1 as 1. So next I can take negative numbers also and positive numbers also. There is no restriction, but see this function is root x. So root over is only defined if x is positive, so we cannot take the negative values here. Instead we will take only the positive values, and for quicker calculations I'm taking perfect square numbers like 4, then it would be y equal to root 4, that is 2, and we have to do this all things in this graph. Okay, this table, and this see this value is x0, then y value is 0. Similarly, when x is 1, y is 1, so it is 1 1. And similarly, when x is 4, so y value is 2. Okay, from here I have got 3 points, it is 0 0, and another is 1 1, and another is 4 2. So the first point p1 is suppose it is 0 0, then p2 is suppose 1 1, and suppose this is the p3 point which is 4 2. Okay, so the graph, while plotting, you need to use the scales so that to get accurate measurements of the curve. Okay, so I'm drawing randomly. This is 1 2 3 4, this is -1 -2 -3, and this is 1 2 -1 -2. Labeling should be good. Okay, now see, this first point is 0 0, so it is obviously the origin. Then next point is 1 1, so how to plot this point? Now first we will go one distance in x-axis, so start from origin, then go to one distance, so this position is this. Okay, then from x1 to what is the y coordinate? Y coordinate is 1, so we will go up in y direction, so this is the point 1 1. Similarly, next one is p3 4 2, so first we will go to the x point, so x is 4, so we start from the origin, so 0 1 2 3 4, so it is x4. Now from here, the what is the y value? Y value is 2, so in y axis we will go 1 point, then second point. So this is the p1 point, this is p2, and this is the p3. Now I have to join these 3 points. Now see, it is a curve, right? It is a curve, so I cannot draw this like straight line. Okay, in this way I cannot draw, so I have to make a curve. So let's draw a curved line. Okay, so suppose this is a curve, and this value, this curve is in increasing order. Okay, as see, if I am taking 9, then this value is 3, and so on. If it is 16, it is 4, so this value is c. y value is increasing, so this curve will go like this, increasing order. Okay, in Desmos calculator you can use, this is a free software. Here you can easily see various kind of graphs. Okay, so see, first I had plotted the value y equal to root x. Now I'm finding what are the limits. So the limits are from 0 to 4. So this is from 0 to 4, that means up to this one. Then next, see what is the reason. Now the reason is between curve y root x. See, this is the curve y root x. Okay, I'm using another pen to for better understanding. Suppose I'm using red pen. And it is of some more thickness. Okay, then see, first is y root x. So this is this region, y equal to root x. Then the limits is from x, limit is from 0 to 1. So this is x 0 to 1. Then and the x-axis. So what is the x-axis? This is the x-axis. Okay, and see how to understand this thing. It is 0 to 4, right? So this means that x is, there is two lines in which this x value is limited. Like the first line is x equal to 0 and the second line is x equal to 4, right? So see what is this meaning. If I am writing the value as 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 4, that means it is a line. The left hand limit is x0. Okay, it is the left straight line, and the right straight line is x equal to 4. Okay, so see then what is the left straight line. Left straight line is x equal to 0, this one. Then right straight line is this one. Okay, so see what is the enclosed region. Then see, this much is the enclosed region. Okay, suppose I am taking this rainbow pen. Then see, this is the region. Okay, this region is to be revolved around the x-axis. Okay, so then how to find the r of x. Okay, first step is you have to see what is the graph. Okay, so see, this is the graph and this is the closed region, and I have to rotate this region about x-axis. Okay, so when I'm going to rotate this curve, okay, here I have to find the r of x. So r of x is the radius function. Okay, so how to find the radius then? So let's a little bit erase this one. Suppose I'm erasing this one to check the radius function. Okay, so see, so see what is this one. So our r of x function is from this to this much. So how to find this r of x function then? Okay, so r of x, what is the upper value here? Now see, here on this curve, on this line, this is y equal to root x, right? And on this line, what is the value of y? It is y equal to 0. Okay, this line is y equal to 0. Okay, oh, see, well, I'm taking this white color. Suppose I'm taking, or suppose black color. So see, what is the y equal to 0? See, this line is y equal to 0. Similarly, what will be this line? It would be x equal to 1 line. Similarly, this line would be x equal to 2 line, and it is an infinite line. Okay, so on x-axis the value of y is 0, so this line is y equal to 0. Okay, so now what will be the radius function? Now the radius function r of x, it would be just minus, subtract this one, y equal to root x and y equal to 0. Okay, so take the x value, it is root x minus 0, that is root x. So from this I have got the radius function as root x. So now Let's find out the volume then. It would be V equal to A to B, right? So A to B would be, let's first write down the formula. It is A to B pi r of x whole square dx. Now this value is A to B pi, and r of x is root x, and the value of A to B, so it is already given in the question. Okay, so limits of x, so see what is the limits of x are there. X limit is from 0 to 4. Okay, so it is from 0 to 4. Now see here, this pi is a constant, so it will go outside of the integration, so it would be pi. Now integration root 0 to 4, then root x the square, so it would be x dx. Now let's integrate this one. It would be integration of x, which is x square by 2 from 0 to 4. Then again see here, this 1 by 2 is a constant and it has no impact on this integral value, and so I can take this 1 by 2 outside. Now this value is x square from 0 to 4. So now this value is pi by 2. So to use the upper limits, let's take 4 ones, so it would be 4 square, then minus again the lower limit here, so it would be 0 square. Okay, then what will be this value? It is pi by 2 into 4 square is 16 minus 0, so it is pi by 2 into 16, that is 8 pi. Similarly, we can do another question in which we will find volume of solid generated by revolving the region between x equal to f of y and the y-axis. There also the same formula will arise. Okay, all you have to find the r of x value. Okay, so I'm writing the theory. So let's write down the theory. Volume of solid generated by revolving the curve, sorry, revolving the region about y-axis. Okay, so let's take the curve. Let x equal to f of y is a curve, and we are revolving the region so thus region is x equal to f of y, and the x-axis, and it is revolved about your y-axis. Okay, and here it is also y-axis. Okay, so what is the formula? The formula remains the same as that of previous case, only the limits are from c to d, and this is pi, and this value is r of y square into dy. Okay, so here also you have to find the r of y value. Okay, and the procedures are all same like previously. Here also we have to find the radius function. Okay, then how to find out this one? So see, for example, I am taking the region. Find volume of solid generated by revolving the region between the curve x equal to 2 by y limit is from 1 to 4, and y-axis about y-axis. Okay, so if you draw this curve, okay, using the table, so it would be x, y. So I have to take the values of y here. Okay, so when y is 1, this value would be, x value would be 2 by 1, that is 2. And when y value would be 2, this x value would be, here I have to use again, it would be 2 by 2, that is 1. And when y is equal to 3, then it would be 2 by 3, but it would be difficult to plot in exam. So instead we are taking some good numbers, like suppose y equal to 4, then x would be 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2, that means it is 0.5. So write down all these things here. It would be y1, then x2, then y2, then x is 1, then y4, then x is half. Half means 0.5. So let's draw this thing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and these values we can take accordingly our use. Okay, suppose at x-axis, see, only 2 is the highest value, so instead of writing 3, 4, I can just write 1, 2 also. Okay, similarly, suppose for 4, see what is the maximum value of 4. Maximum value of 4 is, sorry, maximum value of y is 4. Okay, so in y-axis I will take the maximum value 4. Okay, so let's draw this one. In x-axis highest value is 2, in y-axis it is 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, it is the y-axis. Then this is the x-axis. X-axis only 0, it is, this point is 1, this is 2, so draw this one. When x is 2, this point is 2, 1 point. Okay, so when x is 2, y is 1, so this would be like, from origin we will start, from there we will go 2 points here, then in y-axis it is 1, so this point is here. Then next point is 1 comma 2, which is in x-axis 1 and y-axis 2. So this value is, will start from the origin. From origin will go one distance to the right. Okay, then in y-axis it is 2. Then next, see, at y equal to 4, x is 0.5, so 0.5 would be somewhere here, and this value will be then 0.5 and 4, so this one is like, suppose here. Now I have to join these 3 points, so I cannot draw the straight lines. Okay, as you remember, this is a curve, so it would be like this. Okay, and this is a decreasing curve, as you see, as I'm moving towards x-axis, then y value is increasing, and to the right hand side this value will decrease. Okay, you can check using the Desmos calculator. I'm just checking the reason here. Okay, so see, what is the reason? First one is x equal to 2 by y, and y limit is from 1 to 4. So I have previously told you what does this means. This means that y equal to 1 is the lower line, okay, and y equal to 4 will be the upper line. Same thing there was in x, okay, which was from 0 to 4, 0 to x to 4. So where that x equal to 0 was the left line and x equal to 4 was the right line. Okay, remember here, in this case x equal to 0, okay, it was the left line, and x equal to 4 was the right line. Similarly, in case of y here, y equal to 1, this is the lower line. Okay, y equal to 1, this is the lower line. Then y equal to 4, this is the upper line. Okay, and see, and the y-axis. So what is the reason? X equal to 2y. I am using another color pen so that you can easily understand this thing. First one is x equal to 2 by y, that is this curve. Okay, then 1 to 4, that means this portion and y-axis. So which is the y-axis? This is the y-axis. Then y1 to 4. So this is the y1 to. So see, now in the intersection, this is the region, okay, where we will get the volume when we rotate this region about y-axis. Okay, so how to find the radius then? So see what will be the radius here. So here the radius will be this much. Okay, so how to find then? Okay, this much is the r of y. So here we will do the opposite thing. See what is the equation of x here? It is x equal to 2 by y. Then on this line, what is the equation of x? See, it is the y-axis, right? So from here to here, okay, I'm changing the color of the pen so that you can understand. See, suppose only this much area. This is the region. This is this one, and this from here to here, and here the value is x equal to 2y, and the left hand boundary is y-axis. So y-axis has the equation x equal to 0. Then what would be the r of y value? R of y value would be, from here this curve is 2 by y minus the left hand limit, which is x equal to 0. So the r of y value is 2 of y. Okay, so after you got the r of y, then there is no problem, you can easily find out the thing, volume. Okay, so now what is the volume? B is from C to D, and now the limits, right letter, it is r of y square into dy. Now this value is C to D. So what is the limits of C to D? C to D is y's limit. Okay, so y limit is from 1 to 4. So I am taking 1 to 4. It is pi. Then r of y. R of y is 2 by y. So it is 2 by y whole square dy. So now see here, this pi is constant, so it will go outside the integration. So it would be pi 1 to 4. Then what is this value? It is 2 by y whole square. It would be 4 pi y square dy. So now see, also here this 4 is a constant. Okay, so this 4 will go outside, and what is this value then? It is 1 by y square. Okay, so I'm writing this one. It is 4 pi 1 to 4 1 by y square dy. Now I can take this y square to the numerator. Then what will be this value? It would be y to the power minus 2 dy. Okay, so if you remember the formula previously, where x to the power minus n is 1 by x to the power n, similarly if it is 1 by x to the power n, then the positive value will, when go to the numerator part, it will be minus. Okay, so x or y, whatever be the variable, it will always be the same. So now what is this value? It is 4 pi, and now integration. So how to find the integration? It is in format of y to the power n. So you can use the formula y to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, so what is the n value? N value is minus 2. So it would be minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1. Okay, so the formula is integration of x to the power n dx is x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, the same formula you can use for y also. Now see what is this value, solve for the more. It is minus 2 plus 1, it is minus 1 by minus 1, 1 to 4. Now again see, this minus 1 is a constant, so it can go outside. So it would be minus 4 pi, or you can write as 4 pi into minus 1 if you are getting confused. Now its value is y inverse from 1 to 4. So this value is minus 4 pi into Now I can use the upper limit and lower limit. So first take the upper limit here, it is 4 inverse, then minus take the lower limit, it is 1 inverse. Okay, so then what is this value? It is minus 4 pi, then 4 inverse is 1 by 4, then 1 inverse is 1 by 1, then what is this value? This is 1 by 4 minus 1. Okay, so let's rationalize this thing. To rationalize, multiply the upper and lower, or denominator and numerator, with 4. Then what will be this value? This is 1 by 4 minus 4 by 4. So this value is minus 4 pi into 1 minus 4 by 4. So this value is minus 4 pi into minus 3 by 4, and here the 4 will cancel out. Okay, then this minus minus will plus, so this value would be 3 pi. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. I will share more practice problems on this volume later in this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.